Welcome to Beyond Borders Gritcast, your weekly boost for education, empowerment, and inspiration.
Welcome to
episode 2.
Ang
How to
kulit
go
lang.
abroad.
Yes.
Yeah, I think maraming may gusto ng topic na to, 'di ba? Especially kasi hirap talaga ng buhay sa Pilipinas eh. That's why a lot of people, even though mahirap rin mag-abroad because you're gonna be alone, 'di ba? A lot of people will still want to go abroad. So I think we have very, very rich experience here. So who wants to go first? Share the experience.
So, let me share my experience. Nag-start ako mag-abroad 2016. So, paano ba ako nag-abroad? So, number one, marami namang choices. UK, open nun eh. UK, Ireland, doon nagpupunta yung mga kabatch ko. Tapos, sabi nila, Mariam, sama ka sa UK and Ireland. Sabi ko, ayoko. Kasi ang priority ko nun, pumunta ng Middle East. Kasi syempre, number one, I'm a Muslim. Tapos pangalawa, mas malaki yung sweldo. Kasi sagot nila yung transportation and yung bahay mo. So, ang gagastusin mo na lang is yung food. Then, nag-apply ako sa isang hospital. Bagong hospital pa lang siya, no? Tinatayo sa Abu Dhabi. So, ang ganda. Pinili ko yon kasi nga, marami sa mga kabatch ko pupunta doon. So, gusto ko syempre, hindi ako may iwan mag-isa, yung fear
May
of missing out, ganyan. Tapos sabi ko, okay naman yung sweldo. Pero sabi ng papa ko, pagka dyan sa Abu Dhabi, pumunta ka ng Saudi para makapag-pilgrimage, makapag-hajj ka. Kasi important sa mga Muslims na makapunta ka doon. And then, bigla na lang, niyaya ako nung kaibigan ko, Maria, may opening sa ganito. Apply tayo. Ako naman, sabi ko, sige, why not? Kasi nga, sa una kong in-applyan, hindi pa sila nag-update, naghihintay pa ng, kumbaga, yung clearance, yung i-check, background check. So, yun, na-interview ako, nakakatuwa nga nun, kasi nga hindi ko naman talaga siya intention. Second choice ko lang siya, kasi hinihintay ko nga yung una kong application para papunta ng Abu Dhabi. Unang-una ako na-interview, Sunday pa yon, galing ako ng PM shift, so 2 a.m. na ako nakauwi ng bahay. So, buti Sunday, walang pasok yung papa ko, hinatid niya ako. Tapos 7 o'clock yung interview, tapos ako, alam mo, antok na antok ka, puyat na puyat.
Grabe.
Oo, tapos, ang sabi ko sana, hindi ako yung unang tawagin, as in, may hawak pa yata akong kabi nun. Tapos, tinawag na yung pangalan. Sabi ko, shucks, ano ba yan?
Meant
Siyempre,
to be.
parang, meant to be, hindi parang gising na gising ako nun. So, yun. And thank God, natanggap ako. Tapos, bigla na lang nila akong pinag-decide. Okay, mo nang isurrender yung passport mo kasi mag-apply na tayo ng visa. Sabi ko, hala, grabe, parang, alam mo yun, yun yung unang, walang kawala. Unang, kumbaga, sa adulting, pinaka-major decision of my life yung ginawa kong yun. Imagine mo, tinawagan ko yung isang agency na, i-withdraw ko na yung application. Ano yan, nagbayad ka na ng, kasi may exam din sa Abu Dhabi. Nag-exam din, nagbayad na, ganito, ganyan. Hindi mo na ma-refund. Sabi ko, okay lang ma'am. So, yun, ginrab ko yung opportunity na para talaga sa akin. Parang nakakatuwa nga kasi hindi ko naman siya in-expect, pero I think para doon talaga ako. So, ganun yung naging pathway ko papuntang abroad. So, ang naging purpose ko nun is to earn money talaga. Kasi syempre, comparing ng sweldo sa Pilipinas, times ilang folds yun. Ilang ganun yun. So, yun talaga naging purpose ko. And pangalawa, syempre, gusto ko naman ng independence, di ba? At saka para makapag-travel din. Kasi Middle East, malapit lang siya sa Europe. So, yun yung naging journey ko. So, how about you guys?
Question ko lang. May question ako. So, nung patanggal mo yung isa mong application, withdraw mo, magkano yung binayad mo na? Parang magkano yung na-lose na ano?
Actually, wala naman talaga akong na-lose. Siguro meron konti, mga 5,000 pesos. Kasi ako nagbayad nung exam for yung Abu Dhabi HAAD exam for nurses. Ako nagbayad noon. Ang ano kasi kasunduan is pag na-hire ka, I mean, sa kanila i-refund pag nasa Abu Dhabi ka na.
Oh.
Pero parang okay lang din naman sa akin. Parang parang daming pera. Pero kasi, inisip ko naman na mababawi ko naman yan sa next sweldo ko nga kasi mas mataas yung pay,
Okay.
mas maganda yung benefit. So, ayun, naging magandang desisyon siya.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Talagang kailangan lang rin talaga ng mag-leap of faith.
Yun yung bottom line din eh. How about you?
Get out of your comfort zone.
Right.
Yeah. Sa akin siguro, sa akin siguro medyo similar. Especially nung minention mo yung independence. Yan. I think yun talaga yung sa akin eh. Kasi, background ko, di ba, kasi ako Phil-Chai. So, Filipino-Chinese. And, I don't know kung sino makaka-relate sa akin, pero sobrang strict kasi ng parents ko eh. So, though, may alam ako, may mga mas strict pa. Actually, yung parents ko, hindi pa sila yung ganun na sobra pang strict. Pero, alam mo yun, bago ka makalabas, ang daming paalam, sinong kasama mo, ilan kayo, anong plate number ng kotse nyo, alas ka uwi, di ba? So, one way, since nursing graduate ako, naisip ko, gusto ko rin lumabas ng bansa, especially travel din, 'di ba? So, isa rin yun sa mga options ko talaga na US or Europe. Actually, ko na lang yung Europe kasi nga lahat naman ako lang to ha. Lahat naman parang nung timeline po puro America lang yung open kasi na options kasi I think yun yung pinakamadali. It just so happened that lumabas yung opportunity din for nurses sa Europe. So, yun na nagsa-start na yung UK, Ireland, and then Germany rin, 'di ba? So, some of my friends are there in Germany. Pero dito ako sa Ireland, yun lang. Pero gusto ko rin mag-travel. Ang akin lang rin naman, compared kay Mariam, hindi ko talaga naging option yung Middle East. Kasi nga, I don't know, nakwento ko rin naman kay Mariam sabi ko, parang out of all the countries, parang hindi ko siguro gusto yung Middle East. Kasi, number one, mainit. Mainit na sa Philippines, gusto ko yung medyo mas malamig, 'di ba? Tapos yun, ewan ko, ako personally, takot ako. So, takot lang ako kasi may mga naririnig akong kwento na medyo may mga ibang nangyayari doon sa Middle East, ganyan. But for sure, it can also happen to a lot of countries. But for myself lang, since hindi kasi ako familiar sa environment and all, parang yun, medyo least option ko talaga yung Middle East. Kaya, nung nag-open yung UK, Ireland, and then narinig ko pa na sagutin na halos lahat. Actually, sagutin na lahat, patiket mo, tirahan mo for 6 weeks. Sagot nila yung license mo, which is yung NMBI dito. Kung sa Amerika may licensing doon, dito tawag doon NMBI. Sagot nila, i-refund nila lahat yun, pati visa mo. So, for me, it was really a plus, no? And at the same time, I think I really just want to be independent. But it's really hard, don't get me wrong ha. It's really hard to be away from your family. Ayun. Pero, in the long run, ang dami natutunan din. Maraming natutunan. So, it's really nice. So, I think yun yung pwede ko ma-share sa akin. And at the same time, I think naging medyo mas smooth flowing rin yung Ireland kasi initially gusto ko rin mag-US. Nga lang, ang dami ko pang kailangan tawirin. Tapos hindi rin sure yung trabaho doon. Ayun. So, for me, mas naging smooth flowing si Ireland. Kaya, nagdire-diretso ako kay Ireland. Yun lang. Basically, easy lang naman ako. Hindi ako yung basta yun, hindi ako gagastos masyado. Makakalabas ako ng bansa, makatravel ako. And one more thing, diba? Kung magpunta ka ng Europe, ang lapit lang ng mga dream destinations like Paris, Norway, Iceland. Yan yung mga gusto ko puntahan Italy, Spain. So, sabi ko, it's really a good advantage if mag-Ireland ako. So, yun yung nangyari sa akin.
So, parang halos pareho yung employee-employer process. Lahat binabayaran ng employer. Is that correct? Parang ganun din yung narinig ko kay Mariam.
Yeah, halos ganun yung mga offers nila.
Actually, how do you guys hear about this?
I think sa US lang yung talagang ikaw lahat Diba? Up to the point na pati sponsorship, diba? Minsan pwede mong para asikasuhin yon or company, diba? To sponsor you.
I cannot say much about that. Kasi, Ang story ko iba. My side naman, hindi ako pumunta ng US dahil sa trabaho. I mean, same, like, yeah, you leave the country because you want to have a better life. So, I think lahat tayo nasa ganong background. Pero dumating ako dito not through employment. It's just my whole family had to migrate sa US. Namatay yung dad ko ng maaga, and that pushed my mom to get us out of Philippines and live in the United States to have a better life. Long story short, but that's a short version. wala akong employment background like Mariam and Mitch. In aspect na yung mag-a-apply. Pero narinig ko yung mga peers ko, mga friends ko, actually majority of the Filipinos that I encounter here, ganun yung process of pagdating dito sa US through employment or some mag-aasawa. Yeah. Pero majority of the people I've met is through employment as of late in yung mga journey nila. I wish I could say more, pero yeah, that's my little background of how
Pero
I got
Rich,
to
diyan ka na
United States.
nag-aral ng nursing.
Yeah, aral ng nursing. Actually, no, going back. No, I did start nursing sa Philippines. But I only studied sa Pilipinas ng 1 year. And then the second year, the following year, I actually didn't finish. Like halfway through the schooling, I had to move. Little did I know, we're moving. Parang, surprise! We're leaving Philippines. Like, what? Ganun yung nangyari. Kaya pagdating ko ng US, parang shock, ganyan. I think the sense of independence more so came when we moved here. Kasi dito, hindi katulad ng buhay sa Pilipinas na you have kasambahay or driver. Dito, ikaw lahat. Tapos, when we came here, mayroon akong 2 younger siblings. I'm looking after them as well, helping out my mom. So, ganyan yung buhay. Doon ako naging independent in the aspect of like coming here at the age of what? Uy, age reveal agad. Basta bata pa ako noon, nagtatrabaho na ako. No. Yeah, I was 18 when I moved here. Like literally, I just turned 18. And then when we moved here, I had to look for a job right away kasi syempre, mahal sa Amerika. Hindi ganun ka simple yung buhay. Everything is doubled up, you know. Hindi price of Philippines na kaya pa. So pagdating dito, I had to work, help my mom, support my siblings. So yun yung naging buhay ko. Breadwinner pretty much most of my adulthood life. Even when I was in the Philippines actually. Parang ganun na yung buhay ko eh. Kasi my dad died, bata pa ako sobra. 9 years old, 10 years old. So I was looking after my siblings that time already too. So not much different when I moved here. Pero ganun yung process namin, moving here as a whole family. So a little different in an aspect of kasi hindi ako nalayo sa family. But more so, it's still a little hard enough just because I'm like the breadwinner helping my mom to make a living for all 4 of us. Yeah. So that's my background, how we got to United States.
Pero ang maganda sa kwento mo, Rich, no? At least nandyan yung support mo, nandyan yung family mo.
Yeah. That's the easier part, I think, kasi nandito sila. But before that, to be honest, my mom was away for a long time.
Yeah.
As well. Kasi nagtatrabaho siya overseas din. So actually, my mom was like OFW at one point. Yeah, before we were able to get all together. Yeah. That was the hard part. Growing up without parents by your side, tapos ikaw yung nag-aalaga ng kapatid mo.
Yeah.
I think that's the hard part. Parang yun yung naging maturity level ko ng double up right away. Bata ka pero you have to think an adult. So, yeah. Nursing-wise, when I moved here, I decided to just pursue still nursing. May funny kwento nga dyan eh. Actually, dapat di nursing ang course ko.
Ano dapat?
No, I actually didn't. My first choice wasn't nursing. I wanted to enter mag-law school. Ayaw ng mom ko. One thing, it's expensive. We don't have the money. The other thing, masyadong matagal. So I was like, okay, if you don't want that, then I'll choose nursing. For my own sake, I wanted to do that. Ayaw pa rin. Pero I still chose nursing in the end. Yeah, it was my decision. Hindi katulad ng majority, pinupush sila sa nursing, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those hindsight. Ayaw ng relatives ko na mag-nursing ako. Ayaw ng family ko. But I ended up being a nurse. And going back, yeah, I did study here for nursing.
Since na-mention mo na lang rin naman na na-push ka sa nursing, hindi ka na-push. Kami pala yun.
Oo, kami yata yun.
It was my personal choice to be a nurse.
Amazing, no?
Kasi nga, my dad was sick eh.
Na-push eh.
Diba? My dad was sick. So it was actually on his deathbed that I decided mag-nursing ako because I want to take care of my family when they're sick. Yun yung naging turning point ko.
Yeah, that's so deep.
Yeah. And for me, like realizing, it's like, man, if I lose my mom, how am I gonna live life with 2 younger siblings? At that time, at a very young age, yun yung nasa isip ko tumatakbo. Kaya sabi ko, I want to go for nursing because I want to take care of my mom. I want her to have a longer life. So, yun yung ano.
Yeah.
Yan ay naging purpose mo.
Yeah. Whereas for me naman, hindi ko talaga first choice on nursing. I want to be a vet. Yun nga
Something
lang.
medical pa rin, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lapit ka
Kaya
sa
lang,
mic.
hindi ko rin sure kung talagang gusto ko lang siya. Kasi takot talaga ako sa dugo. Pero nurse ako.
Pero end up mo, dialysis.
I know.
Dialysis.
Yeah. Nag-dialysis pa ako. Pero, takot lang ako sa dugo. Pero yeah, isa rin ako sa, I think, na push. Kasi yung talagang gusto ko, the next choice ko is entrepreneurship. Yun nga lang, hindi na daw pinag-aaralan ng negosyo lang po.
Yeah,
Yun.
the usual.
Kaya hindi nila ako pinayagan. Kaya, nasunod pa rin. Nawa ko naman siya.
Gotcha.
Same thing. Mag-nursing daw ako para daw makapag-work abroad, makapag-travel. Kasi pag di daw ako mag-nurse, di daw ako magka-college.
Who said this? Your mom or your dad?
Mama.
Oh, okay.
So, yun.
Hi, tita.
Nag-nurse naman ako.
Hi, tita. Shout out po.
Shout out po sa mga mama namin. At naging nurse kami.
So, unti-unti na po lalabas yung mga sekreto po natin.